Welcome to UK Tax Unpacked. Every year, the Chancellor delivers the autumn budget, setting out tax and spending plans that shape the year ahead. This year's statement on the 26th of November 2025 comes at a time of economic pressure and political calculation. So what is the autumn budget? Why does it matter? And what might we expect this year? What is the autumn budget? The autumn budget is the government's main financial statement. It sets out how much tax the government will raise, where it plans to spend money, and how it balances borrowing and debt. Think of it as the nation's financial blueprint, covering income tax, national insurance, VAT, corporation tax, public spending, and more. Why it matters this year? Budgets always matter, but this one is different. Inflation is easing, but still above target. Growth remains weak. Public services are under strain. And with a general election expected in 2026, many analysts believe the Chancellor could use this budget to win voter confidence while keeping borrowing limits in check. Let's talk about the fiscal drag effect, which we discussed in one of our earlier videos. Over the past few years, the freezing of tax thresholds has increased the tax burden. This is called fiscal drag, when pay rises push more people into higher tax bands, even if rates don't change. By 2025, millions more people are paying 40% tax than in 2020. The budget could decide whether thresholds are adjusted or whether the freeze continues. Let's discuss the key tax areas to watch this budget. Income tax thresholds, whether the freeze will be lifted. National insurance, possible adjustments for employees and self-employed. Dividends and capital gains tax. Allowances have been cut, further moves may be announced. Inheritance tax. With rising house prices, more estates are caught and reform pressure is mounting. Pensions could also be in the spotlight. Recent reforms simplified allowances, but future tweaks are possible, especially around tax relief. ISAs and savings incentives may also be updated, particularly if the government wants to encourage long-term investment. For businesses and the self-employed, corporation tax stability may be emphasized. Investment reliefs, such as full expensing, could be extended. Making tax digital updates are likely ahead of April 2026 rollout. Small business rates and reliefs may also be addressed. Housing is another area to watch. There may be measures for first-time buyers, possible tweaks to stamp duty land tax, or schemes to support housing supply. The property sector is politically important, so even small SDLT changes can have a big impact. With the push toward net zero, the budget could include incentives for green energy investment, electric vehicle tax updates, or fuel duty and carbon measures. These affect both businesses and households making choices about energy and transport. Once announced, budget measures don't become law immediately. They are debated in Parliament and then written into the finance bill. Some measures take effect straight away, while others apply from the next tax year. Why should you care? Because the autumn budget affects your pay, your pension, your savings, your bills, and your business. It sets the tone for the year ahead, whether that means more tax relief, higher thresholds, or tighter rules. We'll be presenting the autumn budget on the 26th of November with a clear breakdown of what's announced and what it means for you. Stay subscribed to UK Tax Unpacked for reliable updates.